share with you some information about my cousin Harvey. Dr. Harvey Silver Fox Matei, the American Indian spiritual leader, educator, my cousin, my brother, my friend. And I'll begin to tell you how I know about Harvey. Harvey is, I guess I should first say, my name is Mitty Selena Osborne. I normally go by Selena, but today I'm going by Mitty because I'm part of the Mitty clan, and today I am the Mitty clan. My mother has passed on. But in 1969, my mother told me about this great nephew she had. He was only 5 years younger than her, but she was saying he was in New York City and he was in Who's Who in American Music. And I remember going to the library and actually looking it up and seeing him. But at that time, I didn't meet him. So Harvey was, very interesting even then. In about 1981, Harvey comes to Florida, and he and I become very good friends. He's going through a difficult divorce. I have had a change of life. And I'm in college, psychology being my major. And Harvey at this time is a doctorate in psychology. He has he's a teacher at a couple of different universities. He has private practice in his home. So he's pretty, he's right up my alley. He's my cheerleader. I'd send papers to him when he wasn't around, and he'd grade them and send them back. So Harvey's very important on that level. So this is my cousin Harvey. We used to walk the beach together, and I remember one time walking the beach and he was saying, we were talking about putting somebody into a trance, and I remember feeling kind of trance-like just walking on the beach. But this is a crazy man. This is what he looked like a lot. So Harvey and I walk on the beach. I even went to a class at one point that he was teaching up in Jacksonville. And then he had this great idea to start a peace village, a farm in Alabama. And I remember at the time he invited me to go and my children, and that maybe we could start this. I could continue college and he could start that. However, I didn't do that, and he continued to move on in his life. What he wanted to do at this farm was, he always said, this is where the people can come. Now, Harvey's Native American, we're Native American, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Harvey's accomplishments and about his gift of love, compassion, and his great spiritual wisdom that he touched many people with. Now, in the 1990s, Harvey became chairman of the Diocese Commission for the Native Americans in Florida. At that time, he was a holy man, a spiritual leader for the prisoners in the state of Florida as well. If a prisoner needed a shaman, a holy man, Harvey would be the one to go. At that time, so that I'm sharing his credentials at this point. So at this point, the picture I'm about to show you, or that I'm showing you, is from the Fountain of Youth. And I don't know if any of you know that story, but they had uncovered, some bones were uncovered in 1952, and they left them uncovered for 40 years. Now my cousin went there, and he was pretty appalled. These are Native Americans. He was pretty appalled about that. And they all came together as a council, and they end up burying the bones. And Harvey presides, Harvey and a Catholic priest preside over this burial. Now, this is December of 1991. In October of 1991, there were bones found in Jacksonville, and Harvey did the same thing. They buried these bones. There was 23 bodies that they found, and they took the bones, ended up going to Tallahassee for research. But this is some of the ways that Harvey has touched not only my life, but really other people's lives. Then Harvey goes on to becomes again a shaman, a Native American holy man at this place called Sunray Peace Village. And there is a prophecy among the American Indians. The prophecy is that the day would come when we are to share our spirituality with all people. And hence, that's pretty much what it's like at Sunray. Harvey begins to teach there, and they call him grandfather. He's an elder. He is one of their elders, and they have specific meetings for the elders once a year, and they bring him in from, it may be, Harvey ends up in Poland, so it may be Poland, it could be Mexico, it could be Canada. They come from all over. So at this point, Harvey's teaching. Now, he's single at the time, and he meets Danuta. Danuta also is an elder. She teaches the women. So they fall in love, and I neglected to tell you that when I met Harvey, on his van, his license tag was Dr. Love. So Dr. Love finds love. And she's a wonderful, wonderful woman, Danuta. They moved to Poland, and they started Peace Village. Now, 4 years ago today, I received a phone call from Danuta. And I had left the office at the time, and I worked with my family. So when I came in, the family said, you know, I could see something was going on, and they kind of set me down and said, Harvey had passed. So that's my first knowing of it, is my cousin, my brother, my friend has passed. But at Sunray, they did a huge tribute to him. Today, Grandfather Silver Fox, Dr. Harvey Matei, passed away in the early hours of the morning. He leaves his lovely wife Danuta and family spread throughout the planet. He has shared his wit and wisdom with many over the years and founded a peace village in Poland. Ceremonies will be held in Poland and within local Sunray communities on Saturday to honor Harvey, which they did. There was a lot of it. And I'd like to share with you one of the, I went on the internet to look up Harvey and what it was like there at Sunray. And during this tribute, one of the people there wrote this. It says, "Love lives on. May our actions be filled with the gentleness he so endlessly shared, and may they touch many beings continuously in his memory. And what a precious gift you have been to so many, dear one Silver Fox. Our heartfelt blessings travel with you on your journey. We will remember you. You live in our hearts. We are grateful Creator allowed your beautiful presence to enter into our lives. May you continue to be remembered in the presence of kindness, beauty, and the eternal tones of the music in every heart that loved you. May grief flower with hope." And I'm there, and so I just went over. I had 8 minutes. Sorry, you guys. So I'm back to Harvey, and I'm going to quickly just add that Harvey's ashes were brought to me. There were two urns. They did their ceremony, and we did our ceremony. Danuta came to me, and we went to Palatka, which is where we're from, and we scattered the ashes. We took part of the ashes in a small container and buried them next to my grandfather. And the rest of the ashes, with the exception of some that she took to Sunray, we put in the river, St. John's River, and she sang this incredible song. And all I can say is it's an incredible honor to be here today, to share my wonderful, wonderful cousin with you all. And hopefully we all can find some peace and joy as he did.